What's going on, BookTube? How are we doing today? We are going to have a bookshelf tour because I rearranged all my bookshelves and completely redid everything, redid my room that I'm filming everything in. So I thought, hey, now that it actually looks halfway decent, and you know, still need more books, always will, that never ends. We can go through and kind of see what we have. So let's just get started. Okay. So this might get a little bit awkward, but hey, it is what it is. All this on this whole shelf on this side is books that I have completed reading, and some of them are special editions, of course. So we've got, The Fall, of Blood and Fire, and of Darkness and Light by Ryan Cahill. They are incredible, and I've got to continue on. I have all these indie author or indie editions, which now he is a trad published author, and it's going to be awesome looking. But I'm keeping all of these and continuing to buy them as the Broken Binding still has them. So I will have the full set once he's done. Next, we have the four of the Pierce Brown Red Rising novels. I have the others. Oh, one more thing to mention while I'm going through this. All the books over here, especially like this top, all that I did are, like I said, the ones that I completed. But also, if I'm not done with it, they're on the other shelf, on the other side. That way it just keeps everything separate, and then once it is completed, obviously it'll just move over. These are the Sun Eater original covers. So I have them with those. Obviously, these are just incredible Broken Binding editions. They are beautiful, super, super nice. Love them very much. Then we go down to the next section. I can actually get on my knees here. You can actually kind of see me. Ain't awkward. This is every Brandon Sanderson book, just about that I've completed. Obviously, we've got the whole Stormlight Archive books. Then you've got the two little novellas, Don Shard, Edge Dancer, The Emperor's Soul. This right here is actually the UK edition, I think it is, of it. It's the only one I've ever been able to find. All the others basically are, it feels like dang near non-existent anywhere around me. And then, of course, you've got the two Mistborn series. You've got the first three, and the next four. Warbreaker and Elantris, probably my two of the three least favorite Sanderson novels, if I had to say. Not a big fan of those, but hey, it is what it is. So you can't get everyone of them right when you have 20 something novels. All right, on this shelf we've got the other three. I guess these are the Secret Project novels of Sanderson. Obviously, you've got Tress of the Emerald Sea, you've got A Nightmare Painter, and A Sunlit Man. Being protected by the Shoal. Then I have all my bookmarks from authors and all that. They're just a ridiculous amount. Yeah, I mean, I'd never run out of bookmarks. That's all I know. And then the three Stephen King novels that I have completed. Obviously, Billy Summers, The Stand, and Salem's Lot. All of them very good. The Stand, I still think about that book like every other day. It is just magical. That's all I know how to say. Then right here is my indie selection that I have completed. All these are pretty much great. I don't think I didn't like any of them. You got like Dave Lawson's The Envoys of War. This was my very first author interview that I ever did. Was Dave, and he signed it it was actually on my birthday as well. So I don't know if I would ever get rid of that book because it was such a big milestone to me. Scared to death that night. I'm sure Dave will tell you. It's like he was terrified. That's good. The Hunter, fantastic, of course. Then you got Dark Bloom, which was incredible. It's my favorite indie book ever so far. It's so good. And then you got it. And you got, of course, Nick Horvath's Sledge. Can't wait for book 2 to come out of that. That's going to be amazing. Like, all these are so, so good. Oh, let's move on to the next shelf. Oh, hi. Yeah, we have nothing here. Just some papers. So, nothing really to see. So, let's start back at the top in the middle. All right, here, obviously, it's my son. What you'll see in a lot of the videos. I love it. It's orange, you know. I'm a big Tennessee fan, which you can pretty much see right here. So obviously, I'm a huge college football fan. Got the special Vol edition cover of NCAA College Football 25. Or NCAA, what am I saying? EA Sports College Football 25, which, yes, I've got 26. It's good. And then my son and daughter got me the superhero frame with all the Marvel Legos, which you can't go wrong with that because they are all really cool. All right, and then the next, this is kind of I was trying to do historical fiction. None of these books I've read from here on out. Everything else that I have has not been read. So, but anyways, this was kind of my historical fiction / some other things type stuff. So obviously I've got the Century Trilogy from Ken Follett. I've not read anything of his. I really want to read Pillars of the Earth, but I don't have it. And I really don't want to pay for it because it's like super expensive right now. So who knows, one day I'll pick it up. And then I've got the first 3 books in Bernard Cornwell. What is this series called? I guess it's the Last Kingdom series, I think. Unless it's called something else, but I think that's what it is. But it's like a 12 or 14 book series. It's incredibly huge. So I will eventually get to that. Then, which I don't know technically if Beyond Redemption from Michael R. Fletcher is a historical. I don't think it is. I know it's just grimdark, but anyways, it's there. It's out of place. I just liked it though. Obviously, Shogun, The Count of Monte Cristo. Can't wait to read that once I ever get time. That is a massive book. True Grit, the songs. There's a song for a Bond by Guy Gabriel Kay. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. The Empty Side of the Bed by Bill Beckett. This is more of kind of like a memoir type book about after his wife passed away from cancer, and then what happens after that. And then my Robert McCammon, I've got Boy's Life, and then Speaks the Nightbird. I'm really wanting to read some of his stuff. I've not had a chance to do that, and I want to really bad. Obviously, then we've got Stephen King. We got The Longest Yard, 11/22/63, and then I just picked up, like today actually, Christine Hanna's The Women, which I've heard is supposed to be just awesome. So we will see. I'm really wanting to get into some more historical fiction and literary fiction and trying to figure that genre out a little and see what I think about it. So I'm not just constantly doing science fiction and fantasy and horror, trying to branch out just a tad if I can. Then we have got kind of like a hodgepodge of stuff. This is kind of like a series that I have at least one of the books, but not the whole set. So obviously I've got some of the Malazan books. No, I think this is 1, 2, maybe 4. I don't really remember. And then it skips. Oh, this is wrong. Deadhouse Gates is. Oh, I put these in reverse. What am I doing? I wasn't even looking. It goes that way, I think. So obviously Gardens of the Moon, and then Deadhouse Gates, and on down the line. Then we've got these 2, which are kind of, I guess they're just side stories of his stuff. Then we've got book 2, The Hunger of the Gods by John Gwynne. I thought Shadow of the Gods was just okay. I actually just finished it. I've got a vlog coming out next week with it and a couple others. And it's okay. It could definitely be better, but we'll see. And then we've got Daniel T. Jackson. I've got two of the, I think 3 books of the Ilborn saga. I heard so many good things about this from, I think Ian Gooley was talking about how great it was. So we're going to see. Right now we've got book 1 of Combat Codes. I've actually got book 2, but my buddy is borrowing it right now, so I will eventually get it back. He loves that series, so I'm ready to start it. Then I've got the first 2 books of Sebastian de Castell's. I don't really know what this is called, but this is Traitor's Blade and then Night Shadow. Then we've got some more indie stuff here from R.E. Sanders and Adam Holcomb. Then we've got Larry Correia with Monster Hunter International. I actually just got this today as well. And I'm so ready to start this. I've been wanting to read Larry Correia forever. And so I'm definitely looking forward to it. So now we will go to the bottom, which we have got Glenn Cook's Black Company. This is, I guess, the chronicles of it. So there's 3 books in it. We've got the Black Company, Shadows Linger, and the White Rose. Grey Chronicles, John A. Douglas's Age of Adventures. I think he's writing book 2 or almost done with it. That's a pretty cool cover. I like that orc. Looks awesome. Let's see, Aaron M. Payne's Fallen into Oblivion, which is Bibliotheory on YouTube. Out of Dark Waters by Jason Stigliano. Janie Wertz is To Ride Hell's Chasm. She sent that to me. I will hopefully get to reading that soon because I am interested in her work. So maybe that will come sooner rather than later. Then we've got book 1 of The Seeds of War, Silva. Then we've got The Hobbit. I've got the first 3 books of Hunger Games trilogy. I've got an idea for how I want to do that and what I want to do with it. So hopefully that will turn out good. I've never read these books, so I've watched the movies and they were incredible. So we will see about the books. All right, since I'm on the ground, I might as well go to this last shelf here. All this is my Christian, I guess you'd say Christian fantasy authors and stuff. So we've got the Wingfeather Chronicles, the first 4 books. Me and my son eventually will get to read those. They look awesome. I've heard really good things, and apparently the show's supposed to be really good. All right, and then we've got the first 2 books of Jay Kristoff's Empire of the Vampire series. Oh, I want to read those so bad. I actually have this one is signed by him. So hopefully, if I ever get around him again, or not around him, if I ever make it close to where he's at, I would definitely like to go have these signed. I've got book 1 and book 3 of the Nevernight trilogy, and then I think book 1 is signed, and book 3 might be too. Yeah, it's signed as well. So they're both signed. So hopefully I can find book 2 signed, and then I'll have that trilogy as well. Then I've got book 1 of the Justice of Kings, Richard Swan. And Grave Empire, which is his new series that apparently has nothing to, it has stuff to do with the Empire of the Wolf trilogy, but apparently you can read it without having to know anything about Empire of the Wolf. So I guess we will see. All right, 2 more shelves to go. So these are my gold Orbit editions of the Greenbone saga. They are incredible looking. Obviously, let's see. Next week, I've actually read Jade City. Excellent book. Loved it. That'll be coming out, a vlog with it next week. Then we've got Kingdoms of Death and Ashes of Man, which is book 4 and 5 of The Sun Eater. Shogun, which hopefully will be read later this year or probably the beginning of next year. One or the other. You know, I've got this beautiful broken binding edition, but I'm going to read the other one because I don't want to mess this up. It's too pretty. Then we've got the last 2 books that are out right now of the Red Rising series. I just like these 2, and then I'll be caught up because I think Red God comes out next year. Then we've got the rest right here is Joe Abercrombie. I've read The Blade itself. I really enjoyed it. Supposedly these two are just way better than the first one, and if the first one's great, then I can't wait. Obviously your standalones, and then your either short story or novella. I don't remember which one what this was, but it's somehow part of it. So that's that. And one more. All right, top shelf. We have got the first 3 books of the Malazan series. These books are just amazing. I'll show you. Memories of Ice is my favorite. Like, I just think that's cool. Like that picture. So I'm hoping to get to read these. I was wanting to start early next year, and we'll see if that happens. But it is in the works. It will be read eventually. Then I have the trilogy of the, I guess, what is it, the War or the Rift War Saga trilogy. Want to read those soon as well. They look really good. I hope they are. Then I have the final, well, the next 4 of the Bound and the Broken series by Ryan Cahill. So I got to read The Exile, and then War and Ruin, and then The Ice, and then Of Empires and Dust, which is just, it's not even fair how thick this book is. I mean, look at that. Like, that's insane. And if you look at the words and the picture, look at that. Top to bottom, tiny print. I am almost very much intimidated by that. And that makes me nervous. Rob J. Hayes's The God Eater saga. This is Herald. And then, like, this one is the big thick boy book. And then the other 2, which is Demon and Deathless, are the novellas, which they look really good. Super nice. Oh, and I heard he's almost done with, I think, the next set of books, maybe. So that'll be, I'll have to get those picked up. I think I'm going to love Rob J. Hayes. I just got a good feeling. And then I backed the Kickstarter for Isles of the Emberdark. Like, that book's just amazing looking. Like, these, I don't know if it's, I guess it's dragon scales. I don't know if it, yeah, there it is. It might show up like that. But, like, when you look on the inside in the book, it looks like a snake. But maybe that's a dragon? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But that's an amazing looking book. And then this was the first of the Broken Binding science fiction and fantasy series that's new coming out, that just started for all the newer stuff. This is The Witcher Crossroads of Ravens. And I think this is like a prequel to the beginning of the Witcher series. I hope so, because I would definitely be interested in trying it. I heard that the translation can be kind of rough, so, but who knows? We'll see. You know, that's something we will try out. I'll pull you up here. There we go. But yeah, we'll try out and see what we think. Oh, all these up here, that's my wife's special glass vases that he keeps and collects, and they are very nice. So I was like, might as well put them on and add to the collection with everything else. But all right, that is all I got. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know what books I need to get, you know, to add to the collection, because, you know, I'm up for anything, of course. And if you like this, leave a like on the video. In the comments, let me know your latest pick, or heck, well, no, you can't send me a picture of your bookshelf because it's YouTube, so that wouldn't work. So yeah, something like that. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Other than that, God bless.